Hey you guys, what's up? Really excited to be bringing you this last game of Mike G and I playing. He's playing this Darkrai Terrakion deck. I'm playing Turbo Darkrai, Tom Dozel's list, minus the Switch plus a Smeargle, I think is actually what I'm at. But I'm in a mulligan, and as is he, and I get what looks to be a pretty solid start. Smeargle lead. Actually, I don't have a supporter. It could be better, but it could be worse. We'll see where it goes. I start off Smeargle, and he starts off Mewtwo again, which is a bit unfortunate for him. And he's going to Ultra Ball some really good cards right off the bat to get a Smeargle, which I'm kind of surprised by. And he's going to drop a Sky or a Bridge, retreat, and burn another Fighting Energy. And he is really, really, really burning resources to get my portrait, which I don't have a supporter, so, that's got to be, a solid start for me, I feel like, even if, my half sucks, his half sucks just as much. I'm going to top deck the random receiver and get a Professor Oak's new theory, and basically I actually accidentally put the random receiver in my hand, but I junk arm it, so I just, bring it right back to my hand. And I did that really to get the two darks in the discard pile. Also, it does help with, having more draw supporters, I guess, is a good thing. But I whiff on the Darkrai, which is really all I need to get going. So I'm going to portrait him just to see what he has, knowing he doesn't have a supporter. And he has another fighting in a dark patch, so he's really just had a lot of dark patches and fighting energies in his hand. But he's going to top deck the Juniper, which is good for him, but also good for me because he's getting rid of all this fighting energy. And it looks like he's going to be able to Ultra Ball out two Darks for a Darkrai, which is, always a good thing with this deck almost. So, feeling a little bit of pressure now as he portraits me. I know he's burnt a lot of junk arms, but he's going to have to pass again, and I hit the Juniper, which is not really helpful. I need to get rid of stuff first. I don't want to play this Juniper yet. And he actually has an N in off the portrait, so that's going to be great for both of us, really, I guess. More for me. I'm going to play my own Pont and get 6 cards and play a Switch, and I'm going to just portrait again. And here I hit a hand of nothing. So that's bad. I'm already looking like I'm going to lose this game just based on energy attachments. He's going to attach and super scoop up his Mewtwo successfully. He knows he doesn't really need it for this matchup. He's going to Ultra Ball it away, actually, and then get out another Smeargle. And now he's got 2 Dark on me. He's going to Juniper away a Switch, and he's going to get 7 new ones. And he's going to portrait me. Again, I don't have a supporter, so I've really been doing pretty well on preventing myself from having a supporter in my hand when I don't want it. So going into my turn, I'm going to Pont and hopefully have a Darkrai hit the field. It's kind of crazy. I think it's my 3rd turn already. And I have the Ultra Ball, so that's, fantastic. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Juniper, knowing I have the random receiver. Kind of surprised I did that. Guess I didn't want to get rid of everything, or the plus powers, I guess, what I wanted to conserve. I'm going to attach the Special Dark, and I'm going to portrait before playing my random receiver. So I'm going to grab his N and return my hand that way. And then I'm going to hit a Dark Patch, so I'm going to end an Eviolite, which is really a great hand. And I'm one step closer to getting off that Night Spear. The first Night Spear is going to be fairly important. I'm going to retreat into my other Smeargle, and I'm going to portrait again. I think I'm going to portrait. I decided to play the Ultra Ball first to get out another Darkrai. That's really interesting. Didn't think I'd do that, but guess just thinning. So I'm going to portrait and get another N, which, is great. So I'm seeing through a lot of cards, and I hit everything I need. I hit a Dark Patch and a Junk Arm, which means I can use a Switch. So I'm going to get off the first Night Spear, which is great. I mean, that's basically everything you could hope for and more. So I'm going to Junk Arm for the switch because I did retreat already. I used 2 portraits on this turn, which really speaks to how powerful Portrait is. Smeargle is one of the most important cards this format, so just going to show how good he is. And I should catch her out the Darkrai with energy. That's what I'm going to do. I want to put pressure on his side of the board. I actually dropped down to no hand, and I want to be able to knock out these Darkrai's. I don't really see much help in knocking out a Smeargle when he has another one. I want to put pressure on the board, so there was 100 damage done to that Darkrai, so now I know even if he gets the Eviolite on it, I can still one-shot it, or two-shot it, really. So he's going to Super Rod back up 3 fighting, which, you know, I guess takes away from the effectiveness of that early game with him having to discard resources and that playing into my advantage, but at the same time, you know, I'm still in a decent spot. So he's just going to Night Spear me back. And I get so excited I forget to even put damage on everything. Oh, I forget to put damage on the Darkrai, that's it. But yeah, I'm going to try and get some energy on this other Darkrai. Just feeling a little bit more comfortable with you know, how I'm standing. I also have the Eviolite on my Darkrai, which I forgot to mention, which means he's going to be 3-shotting me, and I'm going to be 2-shotting his Darkrai's until Eviolite's hit the field. So I have to be feeling good about that. And I knock out his Darkrai. I take the first 2 prizes. That's going to be big. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on that one Darkrai that's already got 60 on it. So he's going to drop Terrakion and a Fighting Energy and Portrait me. But again, I don't have a supporter, so my portraits have gone fantastic. Partially because I just keep hitting ends, and if you refresh their hands, you know, with the ends and things, that can really make your portraits more effective. It's almost good to give your opponent cards in those situations, sort of. But he's going to keep trying to portrait me, those sorts of shenanigans. He's going to Ultra Ball and get out a Smeargle. So he's got 3 Smeargles, which I don't really understand the need for the third one, but, you know, maybe plays a switch and retreats and triple portraits, but that's just going to draw you through your deck. But he's going to have to play a supporter now, my Juniper, so I'm actually thinking I could get him on deck out here too, if I need to. You know, if things start to really take a turn for the worse and he's taking bunches and bunches of my prizes, maybe I could try and do that. So now the only thing, I don't know, you know, what his Shaman and Energy Switch counts are exactly, but I feel like he has to be hitting him soon. He's going to Junk Arm for a Dark Patch. And now, ooh. So now the game's sort of turned out of my favor again. He's got this Terrakion with all the energy it needs. And, oh, right, he has to pass because he's already retreated and he can't switch. Okay, so that works out hugely in my favor. I still have a, you know, a Darkrai in the field. I'm going to random receiver here just to see what I get. I really forgot about that detail. That actually changes that entire situation. So now he's got a Terrakion charged up, but, you know, it's kind of sitting pretty with nowhere to be. So it's all charged up. Kind of a weird situation, just leaving it on the bench like that. Not that he can't do anything about it, just that, you know, it's just the Terrakion's just sitting there waiting to retaliate. So I know I have to play around that. But at the same time, I really want to put more pressure on that other Darkrai. And I'm in this situation here where I have Junipers, and I'm going to play a plus power, and I'm just going to decide it's more worth it to play the plus power than the Darkrai than the Ultra Ball. And I hit a bunch of catchers, which is really good for me. I also had a Junk Arm, and I get to attach an energy, so I know I'll have a Darkrai to respond with next turn, unless he gets me with the N. But he's just going to retaliate, or I'm going to actually Night Spear and do 90 to the Terrakion, and not quite knocking out the Darkrai. If he didn't have an Eviolite on the Terrakion, I could try and go for 3 prizes on the next turn, but unfortunately he does. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the Night Spear now. I want to put it on this. What? I did 30 to a Smeargle. That's surprising. I don't really understand my play there. Kind of a weird one. I think I would have gone for the Darkrai again just to ensure that KO, but I guess I'm trying to set a bunch of stuff up. So he's going to land crush me. So it turns out he has KO, which kind of sucks, but now I think, oh, now I see. Now I want to use the Night Spear to KO the Terrakion and put more damage on the Smeargle, and then I'm going to try and knock out the Darkrai and the Smeargle on the same turn. So I'm going to take a prize, and I'm really hoping that he doesn't have the Terrakion. If he did have everything to drop the Terrakion this turn, it would probably be game over for me. He's going to drop a plus power, junk arm away a catcher, which is a big deal, and he's going to grab out an Ultra Ball, and he is burning resources like crazy to try and get back out this Terrakion. He attaches a fighting to it. Wow, he just got rid of 6 cards, so that's definitely a lot. He got rid of 2 catchers there. He has the plus power down though, so if he can retaliate, he can knock me out and he can win this game. So understandable why he's doing this. I'm going to check his resources to see what he has. He's going to Juniper. I'm terrified right now. He's going to play a Super Scoop Up, fail to Super Scoop Up the Shaman, which I assume if he had the Dark Patch he would have won. But so that Super Scoop Up was really fortunate for me. I didn't really realize it at the time how decisive that would have been. But we'll see if he... Okay, he's going to junk arm away for the Dark... Yeah, he would have had game. So, kind of a scary moment for me, realizing I could have easily lost this game just on a coin flip. But, that's how the game goes sometimes, and especially Super Scoop Up. It's a really risky card. When it's good, but when it fails, it really hurts. So he's going to Portrait me, and get a Pont. And he's going to play a Dark Patch to his Darkrai. And PlayTCG.me glitches up here, I think. I think he does actually have 6 cards in his hand. And he's going to pass. I have the catcher, so I'll catcher out the Darkrai. I actually didn't play down the plus power, but it mattered. I did have it though, so I could have knocked everything out, even though it seems like I totally made the misplay there. But hope you guys enjoyed that one. Make sure you rate, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I will catch you guys later.